So tell us, what is the typical time that it takes, and how much expensive can that be also, roughly, for someone who passes away who doesn't have a will in place before they pass away?
Right. So I can only talk about New York because I'm here in New York. The probate process is a good way to start to understand what estate planning is all about. So whether you have a will or not, you're going to be going through a probate process. If you have a trust, you do not have to go through probate, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So if you have in New York, an estate of less than $50,000, you can go through a small administration process. Now, luckily, that is the shorter process. That can take as little as 2 weeks. If you can do it pro se, meaning you can file it online yourself or go down to the courthouse, although depending on which county you're in, the courthouse might not be open to the public during COVID. But if you have if your value of your estate is only $50,000, you can do the small administration process. That would get you letters to go to the bank and then withdraw, the $20,000 that's in there, or even the $10,000 or $5,000 that's in there, and start using it. But if you have anything over $50,000, you're in either a probate process or an administration process. The difference being whether there's a will or not, but the processes are similar. If you have a will, you're in probate. If you don't have a will, you're in the administration process. Now, that can take longer. We're seeing anywhere from 6 months with an uncontested estate where everybody agrees and they want it to be distributed the same way, 2 years. These are those nightmare estate stories that you hear when everybody's fighting about the money and nobody's getting it, and it's lingering for years and years. But at best, I say it's going to take at least 6 months to start moving everything around.